this part of our trip, we moved firmly from the southern part of the Kruger into the central, leaving Lower Sabie and heading for Satara. We encountered this large herd of buffalo on the way, plenty of grass from all the rains. On the way up, we stopped off at Tshokwane, a very well-known picnic spot, to stretch our legs, some brekkie and a nice cup of coffee. It's a really nice spot if you just want to relax for a bit from a long day out game viewing. A lot of choices for food. It's a really nice setting, set amongst some really big trees with beautiful canopies to hide away from the midday sun. Some of the other creatures also hiding from the midday sun. Waterbuck, those fairy ones. On our way, we saw the lovely full moon rising just after sunset. It wasn't long before we were set up in our camp and the campfire going. Continuing to rise. Next morning we went out for a game drive, lots of rain in the area. We spotted this little tortoise drinking water from the road. And then this beautiful group of 4 female lionesses. There was a big male that was with him, but for some reason he decided to just walk off, and he walked off into the distance and never came back by the time we had left this group. They were really in good condition. All of them had collars on, part of a maintenance and tracking program. Not a care in the world. It had just rained and the grass smelt amazing. Eventually they too walked off into the distance. Most of the game we saw in huge herds. Even these impala is quite a large herd. We then went down to Balule Camp on the way, stopped off here to watch the high river flowing just under the bridge. On our way there, we stopped off at Olifants, which was nearby, just to have a look out at how full the river was and almost semi-flooding. Balule Camp itself is quaint, lovely, peaceful, quiet, reminiscent of the old days of the Kruger Park. It's a satellite camp and quite near Olifants itself. If you're wanting to get away from potential crowds in the bigger camps, this is a camp for you. Lots of shade, private space, just lovely. Our faithful chariot parked in a spot. On the way up to Satara, we then stopped off on the bridge just to stretch our legs again, get out the car, and watch this large herd of elephants cross the sandbanks and head for the river. We watched them the whole time. Right through the river we watched them until they disappeared into the bush. A few of the smaller little ones were helped along by their parents when the water got a little deep. We were on our way again soon. Entered camp. Louise obviously found something hilarious. We started our nightly ritual of finding a spot close to the fence so we could hear the night sounds and start the braai fire. On this particular night, we had a hyena following all the smells of the camp, coming close to the camp, walking up and down the fence, obviously waiting for tidbits that people would throw over the fence, which is highly illegal, and we refrained from doing that. But it was a lovely camp. It's good to see all the fires out, people chilling. Next morning we took an early drive, again stopping on the bridge. We were on our way to Tshokwane Picnic Spot. It's so peaceful and quiet, just stopping there and hearing the water running under the bridge, the beautiful light of the morning, watching the sun arise, the swallows diving under the bridge to their nests. It's so tranquil. describing Makadzi, also a very nice little picnic spot in the middle of nowhere. We virtually had it to ourselves. We cooked up a classic breakfast. Scrambled eggs, fried bacon, fried tomato. Yummy. And of course, a lovely cup of coffee. And it was back to camp in a beautiful late afternoon storm. Join us next time. We will be at Tshokwane, where we enter the northern part of the Kruger Park and the rest of our trip.